News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day to all of our listeners here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is World News in 5 and I'm your host, Steph Vicente. Iran's ambassador to the United Nations has condemned the latest U.S. airstrikes, calling them a violation of international law. In a letter to the UN Security Council and the Secretary General, the CNN reports, Ambassador Amir Said Ravani accused the United States of carrying out large-scale attacks against Iran's sovereignty and territorial integrity. He said the strikes targeted sites in southern Iran, including areas near Bushehr and islands in the Persian Gulf. Meanwhile, Iranian media reported that a firefighter was killed during a U.S. attack in Iran Shah Airport in the country's southeast. The reports also said the strike damaged key airport facilities, including the operations building and also a meteorological station. In other news overseas, global economic institutions say the world economy has remained broadly resilient despite shocks from the U.S.-Israel conflict with Iran. In a joint statement, Al Jazeera reports the International Energy Agency, International Monetary Fund, World Bank Group, and World Trade Organization said the impact has been uneven, affecting energy supply, food security, and economic activity in different regions. They warned that while fuel and fertilizer prices have eased since June, uncertainty remains high due to ongoing strains in energy markets and global trade routes. The groups are calling for renewed efforts to resolve the conflict and reopen the Strait of Hormuz, a key passage for global energy shipments. They also urge governments to work together to protect trade, strengthen energy and food security, and support economic recovery worldwide. And finally, United States President Donald Trump says he is offering Ukraine a license to produce Patriot interceptor missiles to strengthen its defense against Russian ballistic attacks. Speaking with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at a NATO summit in Ankara, the BBC reports U.S. President Trump said Ukraine could begin manufacturing the system quickly once technical details are shared. The Patriot system is considered one of the world's most advanced air defense platforms, but it is costly and produced in limited numbers with only about 600 missiles made each year. President Trump noted the U.S. has a limited supply after using a significant portion of its stockpile in earlier conflicts and cannot provide many units directly. Ukraine has been pushing for the capability as Russian missile strikes intensify, with recent attacks highlighting critical shortages in Kiev's air defenses. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this has been Steph Vicente. Good day and stay safe, everyone.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. News in 5.